first, I thought the monitor lagged. That's all. Just one tiny delay between me and my reflection. One frame, one blink. But then I realized something worse. The woman in the screen was already looking at me. I record narration at night because the apartment is quieter after midnight. No traffic, no neighbors moving around upstairs, just the hum of my PC and the soft static inside my headphones. I've been working on a horror episode for my channel for almost 2 hours that night. Same routine as always. Lights low, curtains shut, mirror covered. I know that sounds strange, but I've hated mirrors at night since I was a kid, especially during recordings. Something about seeing yourself sitting perfectly still while your real body moves. It always bothered me. Around 1:13 a.m., I noticed the preview monitor on my desk stutter for a split second. My reflection blinked, maybe half a second too late. I actually stopped talking mid-sentence, but then it corrected itself immediately, so I laughed it off. Cheap webcam, bad software, whatever. I finished the recording anyway. But when I replayed the footage later, the delay was gone. I watched the clip 3 times trying to find the glitch again. Nothing. Everything looked normal. Until the very end. Right before I stopped recording. There was a single frame where my reflection smiled before I did. Not after. Before. It happened so fast I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. So I dragged the timeline backward, frame by frame. And there it was again. My real face was still blank, but the reflection was already smiling. Worse than that, the reflection wasn't looking at the monitor. It was looking directly into the camera, directly at me. I felt this cold pressure crawl into my stomach, like the room suddenly became smaller. Then I heard something in the audio. Breathing. Very faint, slow, wet. Not mine. I ripped my headphones off immediately. But before I closed the footage, the reflection mouthed something, and the screen cut black. I told myself not to panic. There had to be an explanation. Corrupted frames, audio overlap, compression artifacts. I reopened the project and boosted the audio. The breathing got louder, and underneath it, I heard a voice, barely a whisper. A woman, calm, almost gentle. She said, "Don't turn around." I froze. Every hair on my arms stood up instantly. I remember staring at my monitor, too afraid to move. And that's when I noticed something impossible. The reflection had stopped copying me. I lifted my hand slowly toward the keyboard. My reflection didn't move. It just sat there, staring into the camera, smiling slightly, like it knew I finally understood. Then, behind the reflection, something moved in the darkness of the hallway. The hallway behind me should have ended at the bathroom door. I know this apartment. There's nowhere else for it to go. But inside the monitor, the hallway looked longer, much longer, darker too, like the walls stretched deeper into the building than they should have. Then I noticed a doorway, a black doorway, halfway down the hall. It wasn't there in real life. I swear to God it wasn't there. The reflection slowly turned its head toward it. Not fast, not dramatic, just slowly, like someone hearing a noise downstairs at night. I remember whispering, "What the hell am I looking at?" Then my headphones crackled. 3 soft knocks echoed through them. Knock, knock, knock. Somewhere inside the reflected hallway. The reflection pushed its chair back slightly and stood up before I did. I couldn't breathe anymore. My chest locked up completely because the thing on the monitor wasn't mirroring me now. It walked out of frame, but I was still sitting there, frozen. I remember staring at the empty chair on the screen while my real body remained in it. And for the first time that night, I looked behind me. Nothing. No hallway, no doorway, no figure. Just my dark apartment, completely silent. I almost laughed from relief, until the monitor flickered back on. The reflection was sitting there again, perfectly still, looking directly into the camera, smiling wider now, wider than a real person should be able to smile. Then it slowly raised one hand and waved at me. I never moved mine. I don't remember leaving the studio. I don't even remember falling asleep. The next morning, my editing software was still open, but there was a new exported file sitting on my desktop. I never exported anything that night. The file was called final_upload.move. I almost deleted it without watching. I wish I had. The video was only 11 seconds long. It showed my empty recording room, empty chair, dark hallway, silent monitor. Then the screen inside the video flickered on, and there she was, sitting in my chair, looking directly into the camera, smiling, slowly, impossibly, wider. Then the audio crackled, and in my own voice, something whispered, "Your turn." The channel disappeared 2 days later, but sometimes, late at night, people still claim they see her reflection, buffering in the black parts of their screen.